Good morning, friends. Look at that beautiful sunrise, pink and purple. So pretty. Just finished my workout though, about to jump in the shower. It's going to be a very quick morning. I've been on my own all week. My husband's traveling for work, but Madden has jazz band, so that means we need to be out of the door and less out of the door. Does that make sense? I don't know, it's maybe too early for me, but we need to be out of the house by 7:20 this morning. Official good morning to you. It is Thursday and wow, what a morning it was. So usually as part of my morning routine, I have time to shower, do my makeup. I'm basically ready for the day before I bring the kids to school. That was not happening today. I think maybe I pushed my workout a little bit too long. I did like an extra 10 minutes longer than I would normally do, but it is okay. So I didn't have my makeup done, didn't have my jewelry on or anything like that, but everyone made it to school with their lunches packed, and now I am home and feel a lot more settled. A little bit of makeup, posted a video, and cleaned up the kitchen, and it is 9 a.m. So we're back on track. One for today, one for tomorrow, but this one I have strawberries, blueberries, and then a tablespoon of maple syrup. I just had a package arrive, well, a couple. One's for my deck, but I started opening it because it wasn't what I thought it was. After I did my office and hung that wall art up, I decided to order the other art piece that Hearth and Hand came out with to see if I liked it. And I thought maybe I could use this downstairs because I want to do a little decorating. Let me show it to you. So here's the new art. It's a wood frame. The other one was the brassy gold, blue sky, green trees. It's very cute. So if you know me, you know that I love the Hearth and Hand line at Target. Like, that's just my style. I love it so much, and every launch I feel like I need everything. However, this past summer launch that she had was not my favorite. It actually probably was one of my least favorite lines that they have come out with. I don't know what it was, but there just wasn't a lot that I felt like I needed, which is a good thing, I suppose. So I grabbed the wall art and the flowers that I shared with you in my bathroom, and then a candle. And I think that's all I will probably get out of the summer line, which is okay. But I'll show you the candle. It's very pretty, and the scent is just like, it's very overpowering. Like, I don't even need to light it and I can smell it in the room, but it's so pretty. I did find a spot for the wall art, so I'll show you that as well as the candle. I ended up getting a little bit sidetracked though, and I just vacuumed our entire main floor. I was coming down the stairs and I saw, like, oh yeah, I should probably take care of that. This afternoon though, I'm hoping after lunch, I want to spend a majority of the afternoon downstairs in our family room. I just want to spruce it up for spring. I'm kind of feeling, as we get closer to summer break, less and less motivated or maybe inspired to decorate inside our home. Like, I'm ready to be outside, so less gas in the tank at this point, but I would love to just make some finishing touches on our house down in our family room. But yeah, clearly I needed a vacuum. Look at that. This was empty before I started. This canister is almost, I mean, this side isn't full, but gross. But let's talk about the candle, which is why I brought you over here. This is the 5-wick, so this is the larger size. They didn't have it in the store. I had to order it online. But it's so pretty. Like, it's like the perfect pink color, blush, almost like a peachy pink. So pretty. I just stacked it on these 2 books and I love how it looks. So it's just that light pop of color to this otherwise just like very neutral space. And then I just, you know, these are more the Michaels peonies in the brown Hobby Lobby vase. This is a little bowl from Magnolia. I know I talk about this all the time, but with boys around the house, there's always little treasures I find, and I just kind of pop them in there, whether it be Legos or Nerf bullets, and then we put them away. So yeah, I just love that candle. Isn't it so cute? But it smells so strong, even in this like big open space. It really, I mean, it's really good. I thought about getting the smaller one too, just to have, what is it? Berry, leaf, and lemon. They had me at lemon, berry, and the color of it. So that's honestly probably my favorite find from the summer launch. And then I'm bringing you upstairs to show you where I hung that wall art piece. It's just right on the wall as you walk up the stairs. This wall's always been blank. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just put it there for now. It'll probably change because I think I prefer something horizontal there, mainly because it seems a little high with where the switch is, but for now it works. And I like the contrast, but also the darker tones go with our accent wall. A big thank you to Home Chef for sponsoring this video. I love partnering up with Home Chef because who doesn't love to have yummy meals sent right to your front door? I've been a customer of theirs for so many years now. But just in case you're unfamiliar with Home Chef, they are a meal kit delivery service that comes right to your front door. They offer all kinds of different options to choose from, and you get to select the meals that you receive. They have a rotating menu of, I want to say, at least 20 different options every single week. Mine just arrived yesterday and I've been waiting to cook some of these meals. But today for lunch, I'm going to be making the 1-pan turkey burrito skillet for myself. So I chose 2 servings for this option. I'm going to eat 1 for lunch and then 1 for dinner. So we're going to make dinner time so much easier because I will be out running children. Madden has more golf lessons today. And it's always right over the dinner hour that they have a lot of these different practices. So this is going to be very convenient to have. So I'm gonna pull it out actually right now. I didn't really plan this, but I should have. When I opened this out of the box yesterday, you know, I like look at everything. The produce looks really good, like this tomato, the pepper. Not only do I love just the convenience of having it be delivered to our front door, but I think my favorite part is that it just gives me variety in my diet. I am a total creature of habit where I stick to the same meals all of the time. So this helps me get out of some of those meal ruts that I am in, and I really love that. So as I showed you, the Home Chef meals come along with the easy to follow instruction card, which I really appreciate. I always read them in detail to make sure I'm following it properly. But it's really perfect for busy lifestyles, whether it's finding time to grocery shop or if you're like us and just always on the go to various activities for our kids. And I was even thinking this would be an ideal food option if you were traveling somewhere and maybe staying at an Airbnb or something like that as well, where you just have everything ready to grab and cook. But for my meals this week, I really focused on the high protein, calorie conscious meals. Some of the quick meal options include like oven ready meals. There's 15-minute meals, and then the fast and fresh options as well, which is what I am making today with you. There's minimal prep and cleanup, which really saves a lot of time, and I found Home Chef to be a very cost-effective alternative to dining out. I just love to be at home. But you can choose the serving numbers as well that fits your family, so it's really all just very customizable. It's honestly hard to explain though, but cooking my Home Chef meals just gives me a certain confidence in the kitchen. I'm always learning something new with these meals, whether it's a different way to prepare something or just really using it in a different way that I have never thought of. I am going to sit down to eat, but I just pulled up the nutritional information on this meal so I can get it entered into my meal tracker. But 450 calories, 34 grams of protein. So I'm happy with that. But I'm gonna have a QR code on the screen as well as a link down below in the description box. If you use my code, it's CrystalTara50. That's going to save you 50% off of your first box with Home Chef plus free shipping. This is good. I would have never thought to put coleslaw in, like coleslaw mix with ground turkey, ever. Kitchen is all cleaned up now, dishwasher unloaded. About to head downstairs, but I want to drink this glass of water. But I'm hoping, so I have a couple of boxes I would love to go donate just from decluttering, kids' items that no longer fit them, like soccer shoes and just a bunch of random stuff. I also am getting rid of a couple of pillows, things like that. I just want to drop them off. It's always nice to get it out as soon as possible so I don't change my mind. But I'm hoping to stop to do that before I pick up the kids. So hopefully downstairs won't take too long. I don't want to recreate the wheel when it comes to decorating downstairs. I just want to add a little bit more to it. It's very just like gray and white right now. So maybe, I don't know, we'll see when we go down there, I guess. I'm going to dust really quick a few spaces. Mini family room update. It's been a while since we have been down here together, probably since Christmas time, but I'm not going to focus on the bar area today. I have stuff out. It's not necessarily decorated, but it works for now. We might do a separate video on that someday. I'd love to find some fun items from the flea market, like antique barware. I don't know yet, so it's still on my mind, but I mainly just wanted to focus on this end, just cozy it up a little bit. It's just been very boring since I took down all the Christmas decor. I'd like to probably just leave this whole area the way it is, but add some flowers into this Hobby Lobby vase. We might start with that, and then we'll work our way down. I'm not a huge floral person, so I don't have a lot of options here, but I did grab these out of my stash. These are like the only ones I have that have a little bit of color. They're kind of like a purpley bluish color. I don't know, they're really pretty. I only have 3 of them though. So they're from Hobby Lobby. I might have to see if I can score like 1 or 2 more if I like how they look here. I don't know, we'll see. Either that or I have white flowers, which I don't know that we need any more white, but we can fall back on those. Let's see. So I think we'll leave those, but I'd like to bring in something else green over here to really pull to the other pieces. So I think maybe my best option would be a green blanket on one of the chairs that doesn't have a pillow. keeping it simple. I do like how this looks a lot better. So just light pops of color. I am gonna vacuum when I get all done, so don't worry about that. But now I just wanna move over to this space. I'm not going to really probably touch this shelf at all. I should mention, I don't know that I've shared this with you. This table used to be into where we expanded our home gym. If you remember, this thing has been all over our house, but I refuse to get rid of it because I just still love it so much. So for now, it's tucked on this wall and it fits. It's a tad too large for the wall, but it's gonna stay there for now. It's better than the table that we had. So I just randomly set up all of these items and I might just leave it as is. So that's what that looks like. But the main focus for the rest of the afternoon is really just to bring some life here and the mantle. I'm considering putting away this greenery because we have so much greenery going on. Like it's almost too much. Or maybe I'll just find a different place for that because we have this tree here. I don't know. So we're gonna work on this and this.
Starting with pillows and blankets, since I used brown pillows on those chairs, I'm going to pull out these brown ones as well. These are a brown floral print from Kirkland's. These I think are from the fall. I never ended up using them, but I think this is the perfect opportunity. These to me make my spring heart happy and not my fall heart. So for some more brown over here, add those. Also from Kirkland's. Need a little plaid in my life, always. There for now. This is a Pottery Barn pillow cover. I'm just pulling random things out of my stash that I feel like might match. This is gonna work. Fix some cushions here.
So I'm not minding this brown vase. I'm just standing back looking at the room, but these are mums and it's giving me like fall vibes. So I think we need to switch these out. Maybe. There we go. I think I might just do a coaster here, as boring as that is. It's nice to have a place to set things. And we don't really need any more greenery because I do plan to put a little flower arrangement right here. Need a little black in my life. This is from Kirkland's. This is the smaller of the two. And I just added my white Hobby Lobby stems. We are just truly working with what we have. I did not buy anything special for this space. However, this summer, this is gonna be my project space to really focus in and maybe find some pieces that will work better. I decided to just add a couple of books to finish off this tray. So for that, and I think last but not least, I would love to just put a couple of pieces on the mantle. I think this is where I am going to leave the decor for today. I'm kind of just feeling a little bit burnt out
I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe I'll talk a little bit more about it here in a little bit if I'm feeling chatty. But I had put a green arrangement here on the mantle, but it was a little bit too tall, so I grabbed these out of my stash instead, and I think that looks a lot better. And just paired it with a little handled jug vase because it looked kind of lonely on its own. Then I have my Kirkland's candlesticks. Thought I would stand back here so you could also see it. Now that is a frame TV, however, I usually have it off only because we aren't down here a lot. The space doesn't get used very often, so I don't know. Feel like we're saving electricity if I don't have the frame on. So that's empty for now, but I just kept things very simple down here. And then on this little chair here, my Walmart chair, I have this tassel pillow from Target. It's beige. It's a year. I think I got it last year. And then I found this green blanket that I thought added just the perfect little pop of color. And I found a basket too, so we just set that out as well. But it's very simple, but at least it's decorated and it looks better than it did. So, I mean, there's that. Hot Mess Express today, but I think this will be my summer project because this is a space that gets used more by guests than us, and we tend to have more visitors over the summer months when it's nicer out around here. So I think this is going to become my little summer decorating project. I most likely am not going to be changing out decor completely upstairs in like our main living spaces, but down here I think this would be a really good project. I've never really bought anything specifically for this space since we've moved in here. It's always just been a place where I put decor that doesn't fit anywhere else. So I'd love to add some color. I'm thinking green only because I love green so much. It's my favorite, and I know that it's something that I will use for many years. So we'll see, but I'd love to find, I think, some more colorful pillows. That would be a good start. And we'll see what else, but that's something that I can start looking into as we get closer to summer, which will be here before we know it. But I'm definitely, I'm sure you can tell, but I'm just feeling like I'm burnt out a little bit from spring decorating, so a little break will do me well. I'm just really looking forward to getting outside and decorating the porch, but it's different outside. It's planting flowers and it's cleaning, and so yeah. It's pouring out right now, but hopefully soon. I don't know about next week, but we can always dream about that too. I'm just replying to comments from my video that went live today. I was interested to see what everyone thought about painting my office, and it seems like everyone is saying to leave them as is, which is what I was leaning towards doing now that it's all like decorated. And also you agree with me as far as like my desk and being able to look outside and see in the house versus staring at a wall. So I think we're gonna leave it as is. And I appreciate all your feedback, mostly nice. Mostly nice. Yeah, everyone's saying it'll be like too dark, and I agree. Like, I don't wanna work in a black hole either. I can always tell if my husband is traveling. He texts me so much more with all these random things. Like lots of random recipes, and I'm sure they're very good, but it's like, come on, man. Oh, so yesterday it was high protein chocolate frosty. Today is easy high protein banana pudding recipe. Let's see if I find any more. It's like all these recipes. It's like he wants me to make them or something. Some of them I will, but it's hilarious. Because I just can't leave it alone, I'm heading back downstairs to just re-look at things. I'd love to have a coffee table instead of that. That was actually supposed to go in our theater, but then we ended up using our old one in there.
And so it just, like many things in this room, it just ended up here. So that might be something to look into. More of a coffee table. See, if I was to switch out our coffee table upstairs, then the upstairs one could come down here, but I don't know that that's the right size or shape either. So see what I do? Oh, maybe that can go down here. It doesn't work upstairs. But I do really like these pillows. I just wish there was a little bit more color. So maybe we just find a couple of cute throw blankets or some different flowers, I think would really just do the trick. So this lamp, I'd like to do a bigger lamp, so I'm just thinking out loud, and you get to hang out with me while I do that to decide what I want to do down here, what to even be on the lookout for. Charlie, you like that basket? Is it a good basket? It's too bad it's raining. Huh. Yeah. He follows me everywhere. Don't ya? Who else has a shadow? Yeah, I'm just mentally making a list of things that I want to be on the lookout for. So coffee table, I think, would do the space really well. And that, you remember this side table from my office at the old house? Like, that doesn't really, I don't know. Yeah, there's just some things I would like to change. So now that I have a vision, coffee table, some colored blankets maybe a new side table lamp, I think would completely upgrade the space. There's a line that's really stuck with me that I think I saw on Instagram. Someone had shared it, and I so related to it. It was home takes time. And it's so true. Like, things take time to really come together, especially when you're decorating or moving into a completely new home. It doesn't all come together like that. Here we are, what, almost 3 years later, and I'm still working on areas, but slowly but surely we're getting there. I have mini corn dogs going in the air fryer for the kiddos, and then I'll put together something to go with it. They'll probably have a little bit of this broccoli, but this is my dinner tonight, leftovers from lunch. So the other serving of the burrito bowl, broccoli, and then my friends. It is Ninja Creamy season. Are you ready for it? I took a little break there in the winter, but it's time to bring it back. So I think we're gonna have to have protein ice cream for dessert. This has been in our freezer for quite a while. Looks a little questionable, not going to lie, but we'll see how it goes. I guess we'll go to plan B, which is like yogurt with granola. Ooh, that might have been too much. All right. That's looking pretty good. I'm going to try a new mix-in tonight. I just randomly pulled these out of the pantry. True fruit. Well, I suppose I could do the frozen strawberries, but these are like the freeze-dry, or not freeze, hyper-dried. So that's a serving. I might try these as a mix-in. We'll see how it goes. Didn't really mix very well. It's just at the top, which is fine. I probably won't eat this whole thing. It's way too much. I think the regular true fruit out of the freezer would have been better. We're just gonna test it out tonight. These are the raspberries. Maybe we'll just do 4. Now that looks amazing. So the frozen true fruit is where it's at. That looks so much better. Frozen true fruit. There's no way I can eat all this. But I wanted to try it with you.